Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be playing Orzhov Planeswalkers. It's going to be a standard best of 3 list with average converted mana cost 3.3. It has 4 creatures, 30 non-creatures, and 26 lands. Now, as you can see, we're playing a bunch of white and black Planeswalkers, and I couldn't be more in love with anything else at the moment, right? This deck is so much fun to play, and it has so much value within it. So let's get right into the list. Best of 3, by the way. The reason why I'm playing best of 3 because it's a mid-range dominated format, and if you want to play Planeswalkers, usually you want to play them against decks that are slow as well and just outvalue them that way. If you're playing best of 1, you're going to encounter a lot of aggro, and if you do, your win rate is kind of going to go down a little bit because you're a slow deck. Obviously makes sense, right? But when we're playing best of 3, yeah, you're gonna face your regular aggro here and there, but you have sideboard options, so you can even beat aggro sometimes, and you have much more chance of playing against slower decks, right? And since you're running Planeswalkers, they stick on the battlefield for multiple turns. It's just going to be a lot of value, and you're gonna outvalue your opponent nonetheless. So this is the idea behind the list here, right? We play early on value getters, or early on, like tokens that can act as protection for our Planeswalkers. And then turn 4 onwards, we'd like to cast Planeswalkers, get some value, make some creatures, attack, and win that way. This deck has no problem of winning. This deck has no problem of outvaluing your opponent, especially since it's a white and black deck, right? So 2 cut downs for removal here, 2 banishing slash. There's a lot of targets for this card, right? And since we can easily provide the white mana here, banishing slash has been good. We also have enchantments and artifacts, so we can regularly make a samurai, I guess, to go for a throw, a healthy split, because I did need instant speed removal. Not a huge fan of single target removal or a 1-for-1 removal, but I'm not running a lot of board wipes, or any for that matter, except for 2 top ends here, and that's why I had to run single target removals. Bankbuster is obviously, that's a mid-range card, if any, right? This is in every mid-range list, and it's there for a reason. Restoration of Iganjo here to fetch us more lands. I do like the fact that we're running 26 lands, and sometimes you want to get up to these, and this is what I like about the white color, the fact that it has Ambitious Farmhand and Restoration of Iganjo. They can get you the mana you need to cast your Planeswalkers on curve, which is insane, right? This is why I like this deck. With 3 wedding announcements, obviously tokens, card advantage, board presence, Planeswalker protection. At the very least, you have tokens on the battlefield that you can chump with, or trade with, or double block with to protect your Planeswalkers. 2 Liliana of the Veil as our 3 mana Planeswalker, 2 Wandering Embers, 2 Sorens, 1 Elspeth Resplendent, and 1 Urza Assembles the Titans. It's a Planeswalker saga, and so since we're running 12 Planeswalkers in the list, it's a pretty good card here, especially when you get to activate the loyalty abilities of your Planeswalkers twice for that turn. We're also running Vraska, only 1 copy of Vraska. Vraska is mid, I would call it, right? It's not an extremely powerful Planeswalker, and it's not a terrible Planeswalker. It has built-in removal within it, but the proliferate part is what matters, right, for your Planeswalkers. So Vraska is very good when she's paired with other Planeswalkers. Obviously, our top end is going to be 2 Eternal Wanderers and 2 Kaya Intangible Slayer. This Planeswalker shouldn't be a rare, in my opinion. This is an insane Planeswalker. Hard to cast for 2 black and 2 white, but easy to cast in this deck, not in others maybe. But it's just an insane card. 7 mana though, you can exile creature or enchantment, make a copy. It has a lot of value in it. And then the Eternal Wanderer, it has built-in protection as well, because only 1 creature can attack the Eternal Wanderer. It has a board wipe anthem within itself, so very, very good. And then White Sun's Twilight can be a hidden win con here when you make the mites. It also gains you life. And then wear Farewell here just to clean up the board, if your opponent has outgrew your board, Farewell is there for that very specific reason. Within the mana base, so I'm running 1 Mishra's Foundry here that can act as protection for our Planeswalkers, or can swing back and kill an opposing Planeswalker. Shattered Sanctum, I am running the gain 1 life dual lands. Cave of Koilos, 1 Talkanuma, pretty straightforward. You can get your Planeswalkers back, and 1 Igonjo. Within the sideboard here, we have answers to pretty much everything. Very straightforward sideboard. Graveyard Hate, Enchantment Artifact Hate, Wandering Emperor, an extra copy for aggro matchups, 2 Farewells for those very expanding boards that have like tokens, boards that have fables, just things that just like cards that can put multiple things on the board, right? 4 Duresses is extra important here because we don't have blue, we don't have counter spells, so 4 Duress is very important. 2 Ossifications, mainly here for opposing planeswalkers or big top end creatures that we would want to take out, like the Sanctuary Warden, like AO, and then 2 Depopulates, mainly here for our aggro matchups again, or matchups that have a lot of creatures like mono black, stuff like that, right? So yeah, very straightforward, very amazing deck. I'm in love with this deck. Very successful win rate. I think I lost only once with this deck out of 4 or 5 games, I think. But yeah, that you get the point. The deck can survive, the deck can adapt, the deck can win, and the deck is most importantly fun to play. So with that being said, that does it for the intro. If you guys enjoy the gameplay in any way, let me know what you guys think down below on what is the current best planeswalker list to play, right? Obviously when you go 3 or 4 colors, things get more complicated, but for 2 colors and you're running a planeswalker pile, this is good, right? And what, like, these 2 colors are insane. Like they're the best 2 colors at the moment when it comes to Magic, especially standard, in my opinion, black and white. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys like the video, make sure you leave a like actually on the video. It'll help me out greatly for my time and effort. Subscribe to the channel if you are new or if you haven't. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys later with another video. Enjoy the gameplay and bye. Okay, opponent is going to go first here. We have a bunch of lands, very slow hand. I'm gonna mulligan this hand for sure. This is much better. What are we keeping though? We're definitely gonna keep the farm hand. Okay, these are just a lot of value, like even more than Sorin. So and Sorin is the most unplayable card at the moment. It's a 4 mana card, so for me it makes sense. Sultai from my opponent here. Counterspell incoming. Nope. The fact that this gets us lands is just insane. Like, that's insane. Alright, we might be facing a control pile here. It seems like it. Alright. It's a wedding announcement here for me, which is gonna get countered, but since we have... No? What are you playing, opponent? Joint explorations? Okay, so Sultai ramp pile? Might be. 2 to the bottom. Hit a forest. Okay. 5 mana. No removal in hand for us. Yikes. What is this pile? We drew the removal spell, which is really good. Okay. Just get greedy here with the draw. Kyrie, yikes. I'm gonna draw 2 here. Yep. Just an absolute floodfest. That's... it's so bad. But I'm gonna try to be as positive about it as possible and just not say anything, right? Because this is exactly how you lose games here, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about that. Yep, we're flooding, friend. We are flooding out of our minds. So what does Kyrie get back? Kyrie can bounce our board. Or mill 6. So the bounce is pretty bad for them, but if we kill Kyrie, they can just get it back with the cruelty of Gix. So that's not even an option for us, right? That is not even an option, to be honest. Okay. Is it possible for us to raise here? I am not sure. I'm not sure. Okay. Oh man, I should have attacked with the bank instead though. I was just thinking about a million things there. Can't raise the Kyrie, we need a removal spell. Cemetery Desecrator, yeah. So it's a Sultai ramped pile. Okay. Man, we could have drawn an extra card there too. Yeah, that's so unfortunate. Alright, they exile something here, the Banishing Slash. XX to the farmhand, which is not a good play here from our opponent because we can just get it back. This should be fine for our game 2 though. At the very least, we are going to be able... Oh. Yikes. Alright, that's a draw. That is a draw. We can't target the Kyrie though, so if we minus the Kaya... it's actually a pretty bad draw in this very situation here. So... if we target, we can't target the Kyrie. If we target the Desecrator here, we can remove what, like a Cruelty of Gix, which will not do anything for us. So if it dies or it enters the battlefield, right? We can target the Sky Turtle, but how do we get the Kaya out of range? Do we gain life? Do we draw cards? I mean, what else are we doing this turn? We can have blockers here. Okay. I guess we just draw cards, right?
I've killed many who deserve
And this can't be the play.
Now I'll protect those who deserve life.
Alright.
You got a gun.
It has flying, so at least it can jump. What are we exiling though? Has to be one of these, right? Yeah. Alright. Okay, Eternal Wanderer. But man, the ward is really significant here, huh? Okay, so they need to find a removal here for this Desecrator. 2 to the bottom, that's a good sign. But they can always get lucky though. They put a land from their hand, okay. And they chose to not attack, perfect. Ooh, that is really good. And that's game, yeah. Alright, nice. So I guess that was the right play, huh? Okay, so big creatures, right? It's a Sultai ramp pile. Sounds good. Can that return permanents to hand? Return target creature. Return target creature card. Okay. Alright. So ossification. Then take out the banishing slash here, since it's a ramp pile. They are relying on graveyards though, so I'm gonna get another farewell here. Vraska seems alright, I guess. Wandering Emperor. I mean, the pile seems good, especially Liliana, right? Cut down seems terrible here, though. So, ossification. Do we need graveyard hate or more board wipes for their big creatures? I'm leaning more towards... Cruelty of Gix, though, is a very good card against us. Because we have Planeswalkers, right? So... Now I took out both banishing slashes, so I have no Cruelty of Gix removal, basically. Do we get a Loran down? Okay, I'll play one. Alright. The Duresses are going to be really good for our opponent there, but counter spells too are also an option. Yeah, I needed to keep that in mind. Maybe I should have sideboarded in some Duresses, huh? Maybe, yeah. Okay, now that I think of it, yeah, they're a ramp pile, so we can take away the ramp, we can take away their Cruelty of Gixes, we can do a bunch of things here. So the rest would have been a decent sideboard, at least like two copies. Okay. That's a hand. Alright. We're up on mana here, so farmhand makes no sense for me at the moment. Liliana of the Veil. Okay.
When I win, you're telling me I'm tired of your secrets.
Alright, so Liliana isn't that bad, especially against a Bankbuster, right? And soon we're going to be threatening this Liliana if they don't put down a creature.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Discard another Liliana, that's fine. But they're attacking their hand more than they're attacking ours, right? Okay.
You're gonna need a good undertaker.
Alright. Flesh Gorger, that's okay, I guess. And then, what are we discarding?
You won't be outsmarting me.
Sure. Nice, that's a draw. Nice, that is really good. Okay.
Stone and flesh.
Actually, maybe drawing a card there wouldn't have been good for us, but it's a land, so that's pretty good, I guess. Yeah, now that I think of it, I should have attacked with the Bankbuster. We sacrifice a creature, yeah. Okay. Alright. So that's pretty much GG's, friend. Okay, more lands.
We will win.
That's pretty good. We can forever draw with this Bank Buster here, so that's pretty good. Yeah, they lost value through the Liliana, right? That's fine. Let's see what they exile. So they kill Vraske here, which is okay, I guess. Sure.
We have much to accomplish.
Yikes. Eternal Wanderer makes an appearance.
Show them the edge of your blade.
And yeah, we're just passing now. Yeah, the Liliana was more hurtful for them than it is for us. Okay, that's that's something. Really? Alright. I'm game. So they're gonna kill the Eternal Wanderer here. That's okay.
We'll regroup elsewhere.
That's a draw. GG's.
Something suspicious is going on. Sacrifices must be made.
Feel the energy of battle. Keep watch for intruders.
Okay. Let's close out this game as quickly as possible here. Okay. Scry and draw. They kept one on top. Alright. Is that game? That's game. Nice. GG's, ramp pile, GG's. Sultai ramp used to be a very good deck back in the day. But not with standard at the moment. I mean, it's absolutely terrible in standard. So, good game. Alright, we're playing first. Yeah. And this is kind of awkward, so we have to play our Ganjo here on turn 2. Certainly don't want to put this ambitious farmhand down. I guess we don't have to play our Ganjo, so that's pretty good. That's a draw at least. We're up against Esper so far, but it might be something else. Okay, Bankbuster Wars. Kaito, yeah, okay. That's pretty good for our opponent here.
Never seen you. Bet you can't catch us.
Out of my way.
Okay.
I you.
Drawing Soren was good, especially hitting Soren on curve. Hitting announcement. Pretty straightforward here. Alright, so their Kaito is currently being threatened here. This is why I like Soren, because of the flyer, right? We can pick off Planeswalkers that way. Flyers are always extremely good against Planeswalkers. Alright, another Bankbuster, Farmhand. Let's take the draw with the Soren here, see what we top deck. Phyrexia. Sign me up. And I don't mind taking taking damage here.
Time to go.
Because we obviously have this, right?
Metal.
So, yeah, so they can kill the Soren if they can mobilize that Bankbuster, right? But not with Raffine, though. We're going after the Soren here. Destroy evil. Yeah, so it's a Esper mid-range list. I'm happy to see what we can do against that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're putting down these farmhands, right? Oh, I should have drawn. Yeah, I should have made a blocker there for sure. Yikes. Oh, they have 2 mana open, huh? Yeah, I completely butchered that. So if we draw this, we go down to 8. If I don't draw this and I keep it on top, we can't play the farmhands. But we can make something happen with the Raffine. But can we block? Alright.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. We definitely need to put this down. I mean, I'd love to have it as removal here, but we really can't. What if I draw it with the Bankbuster? We can play a farmhand that way. Okay. Alright, I'm game. I am game. Okay. We gotta protect our planeswalkers for a bit, right? This is why I'm playing like cards like Wedding Announcement and early creatures here, just so we can protect our planeswalkers. They almost tapped out. There's still that risk of the counterspell, right? They don't attack. Okay. Alright, so that's minus 2 loyalty. Oh, this is good. This is good. Alright, so we can try the farewell. If it gets countered, we just go after the AO, right? We make more blockers. Yeah, I don't mind that. And since I have 2 Bankbusters in hand, I don't mind losing any of them. So let's see it. Might take one last draw for the Bankbuster, or they might make disappear this. We also have mana for White Sun's Twilight, but not with an AO on the battlefield, because they can easily recover, right? I mean, if they had a counterspell, yeah, they would have fired it off right away. So since they don't, this is much better for me, because I have value on board. So make a blocker, and draw a card. Vraska. Alright, we need to find a way to gain life, and this is a great way to gain life, along with the Wandering Emperor, of course. Another Wedding Announcement for our opponent, that's okay. And the Denic is fine as well. Okay. I think first things first, we just go in for the attack. And, alright, let's take the draw.
Embrace the inevitable.
Let's make another blocker here. I don't need more cards. I have a ton in hand.
You fight for me now.
1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves us with 1. So playing a tap land there sucked for me, but it's okay. Alright. Pretty good, pretty good. That's fine. I'm pretty sure they're going to target the Denic with that, right? Yep. We can block one and remove one. Okay. They have to discard 2 non-land cards in order for this to be a 3/3. And that's always an advantage to us, because it's very likely for them to draw... this is actually really interesting.
I've learned much during my travels.
Let's be greedy here with this Emperor.
to me.
Okay. Sure. I'm game. That's fine.
You started this fight, but I'm going
That's
to
okay.
end
Okay?
it. Remember your training.
Alright. How do we kill that Emperor?
I have got new moves to teach you.
Alright, yeah, I'm definitely gonna take that.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Another for my collection.
Oh, we're 1 mana short? Yikes. Yikes, alright. That's okay.
Our swords will cross again.
Okay. Alright. Not the most ideal play here, because my planeswalkers are going to die. But I just had to get rid of a 4 loyalty Emperor. Like, it's no joke. AO's okay. And another Kato. Okay. Do we make a creature here? I'm pretty sure they're gonna draw with the Kato. Why wouldn't you if you're going to attack, right? Oh wow, okay. Suit yourself, friend.
Our eyes are everywhere.
Suit yourself. Alright, so what do we value more here, planeswalker-wise? Definitely Vraska, since it can proliferate our planeswalkers, right? But if they both go after their Vraska, yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. Yeah, they're both going after Vraska, right? Goodbye, Vraska. At least we can get her back with the Takenoma here.
Rise again.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna draw with the Sorin here, sure. Another land, that's fine.
Dire times call for dire
Let's gain some
tactics.
life before we wipe the board. Sure. Okay. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, huh? Do we need it for 8? And I kind of want to draw with this Bankbuster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. 5, 6. Opponent, calm down, friend. Calm down. Let's see what they get with this AO. Okay. Wandering Emperor. Yeah, that's fine.
I hope
Alright,
you're ready to
make a
lose.
samurai here. The wider our board, the better. We can definitely kill their planeswalkers next turn if they don't have a board wipe.
We must
We're gonna
protect
pass.
the people.
Sure.
Let your blade do the talking.
And I also wanted a blocker, right, with the Emperor. Esper recovers easily, so that's why it's a really good deck. But it's okay, it's whatever.
Strike fast and strike hard.
It's not gonna matter that much. Planeswalkers, when they stay on the battlefield, they're just a lot of value. So draw, probably discard a land here. I would. Discard it and make disappear. Okay, yeah, because of Bankbuster, right? Makes sense. Alright. I'd take an Eternal Wanderer here all day. All day.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Okay. Another farmhand, not ideal. Okay, we're kind of struggling here now, huh? 3 blockers, so if we go all in on the Kato, we kill it. If we go all in on the Emperor, we kill the Emperor, right? But then what? Then what? Liliana of the Veil.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick. Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
Let's see what they sacrifice. Okay, so they keep a flyer. Smart. But we're gonna have a flying blocker here as well. So here, 1, 2, 3. They can protect the Emperor. So we need to attack with 6. We need to attack with 4 creatures and 2 creatures here. Four creatures and 2 creatures on Kato. Okay. Now I could have crewed with the Bankbuster, but I really don't want to trade a Bankbuster here. Okay, so they protect Kato.
Back to wandering.
You deal this annoyance.
We must protect the people.
Take another planes here. We can get Vraska back. Yes. Okay. A lot of lands in hand. A lot of lands. But that's good for Liliana, right? Okay. It's just such a nightmare for them to get rid of our our planeswalkers, huh? They both go on the Wandering Emperor. Okay. One on Soren, one here. Yep. They're gonna connive. That's... They have to discard 2 non-land permanents. So that's always good for us. They discarded 2 lands. Okay, so that's an easy block for us unless they have removal for the vampire, right? And we still haven't seen removal from them, so yeah, it's about time. Okay. Fine. Alright, so in this board state here, man, we're gonna have to trade, right? Why do I have to chump if I can remove his samurai? Another removal spell? Another removal spell. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just get value off of it. We can tackle him next turn. So many lands have been drawn here. It's insane. We have 9 lands left and 29 cards. So that's pretty interesting. So they were successful. You know, they drew exactly what they needed to kill 2 planeswalkers here, which is always a success.
We all have things we better.
Yeah, we discarded Farewell. Nice. Alright. Give me a Vraska. Oh, we could have gotten Kaya here, but Vraska seems good for me. GG's. We couldn't even pay for the ward, by the way, but they just got too upset about it. Alright, so Esper, huh? Okay. For the rest for me, banishing slash seems good, ideally, but I think I definitely need ossification, right? And farewell here because they have since I have 3 farewells, I'm gonna take out the banishing slash because farewell is here to clean up, right? They do have counter spells though, so that's kind of scary. Cut down, I mean, I can do without cut down, right? So ossification, we have farewell, emperor. Liliana doesn't seem that good against them because they have a lot of tokens, right? Kill one of the Lilianas here. Urza assembles the Titans. Seems slow. Seems really slow. So Urza assembles the Titans. Elspeth Resplendent. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Let's try something like this. Okay. So, Stroke, Wedding Announcement, Eternal Wanderer. Has to be the counterspell here for me. Nice, they didn't draw a land, so it's like we're going first. Yeah, they kept an awfully slow hand here, and we curved out insanely well. So let's just take advantage of that. GG's. Alright. Yeah, that's what happens when you keep a land like that. A hand like that. Especially when you're on the play, like, you have to mulligan for 3 lands, guys. Like, you have to. You can't risk that. Like, you lost game 1. Game 2, you're on the play. You cannot risk not succeeding or not drawing lands. They kept a hand that only has Disdainful Stroke as the playable card. Only. And yeah, that's the outcome. And with 2 Plaza of Heroes. So I don't know what they're thinking about, to be honest. GG's. That was too easy. Okay, opponent is going to be on the play. That hand kind of sucked, and this hand sucks as well, but yeah. At least we have removal, right? We have 3 lands for an Emperor, 4 lands now. But only 1 white source, which is quite funny. Alright. Esper again. Esper poison counters. Yikes.
Let your plays do the talking.
Round Eaker. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
To me.
Oh yeah, perfect hand from our opponent there. Absolutely insane hand. Alright, this isn't a game that we can win, unfortunately. Wow, and a Vraska.
Death is obsolete. The downtrodden rise together.
And 1 mana augury. Yeah, our hand is kind of terrible at the moment, huh?
Remember your training.
This is my home, and I'm tired of your secrets.
Okay.
Patience. We will win.
Silver scrutiny for 7. Nice. Alright. Mind Splice apparatus, huh? Cut down can go. Vanishing Slash can stay. Loran can stay. I need ossification. Liliana can go. Eternal Wanderer has to go, I think, too. No, keep an Eternal Wanderer, I guess. Urzad Samples the Titans. Can be easily countered. White Sun's Twilight seems pretty bad. Go for Throat. Okay, so we can include 1 more card, huh? Yikes, this is rough. This is... Alright. Okay, we're on the play. No duress in the opening hand. Sad. We're drawing a bunch of lands here at the moment. Prologue to Phyrexia, and the thing begins, huh? Okay. We're at 2 poison counters already. They have to discard here. Okay.
May your blade strike true. We must protect the people.
Augury. We're at 5 poison counters already. Nice.
Violence is necessary. Everything's right. You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Alright, they're down to 11. We have Kaya next turn. That's rough. Alright. That's kind of sad, huh? Okay.
Excuse my sometimes. You will serve me well.
Keep watch for intruders.
We're down to 7. Silver Scrutiny for 1. And that's game. Nice. Alright. Rough. That was rough. That was a really... like we had to race there. That's the only way we won. Alright, so Kaya doesn't seem that good, right? We need things that make creatures so that we can kill them. Like, that's the main point here. If we want Farewell... what do we have that can make creatures? Maybe Unlicensed Hearse can be a good one, right? Because we can grow it for 2. So that would be the plan for us here. Alright, give me another Emperor. Let's take out the Kaya altogether. Or the Vraska. I think the Vraska, right? I still... No, why am I keeping Elspeth? Well, Elspeth can fetch us things, right? So, yeah, I think it has to be Vraska here. Okay, let's go. Let's see if we can secure a win here. Well, we're on the draw, so... yeah. If we can get a duress, maybe that'll help, but... I'm not sure. Yikes. Alright. Not a good hand at all for our game plan. Racing wise, this is going to give them a lot of time. They mulligan though heavy. Yeah, they took a lot of mulligans here. Okay. Put a Bankbuster down. Nothing still from our opponent. Okay, on game. That's very good for us. Maybe it's just removal that they have in hand. Seems like it. Alright. 2 Eternal Wanderers, huh? Alright. Let's see if they have a counterspell for this. Yeah. That's okay, I guess. Proliferate. They can put counters on my Bankbuster to try to push off the creature from coming down, right? Or to try to stop me from basically crewing the Bankbuster here. But we have lands and we're getting close to this Eternal Wanderer, so... they thought about it, but then they don't want me to get the draw here, and they probably do have removal in hand. That's a draw. They're thinking about it. Wow. Okay. Nice. My first poison counter. My second poison counter. Alright. That's pretty good. Alright, let the races begin, right? Now, they might have a depopulate here, but we don't care about that. I'm going to the affliction, sure. Let's look at that hand.
Show them the edge of your blade.
Okay. This is working out. All right. Can we actually pull this off? They're at 8. So let's see it. Definitely take this because it gives them card options is what I like to call it, and it plays well with their poison counters. Removal we don't care about. Spot removal is just bad for them. They're at 4 mana, so if they're spending 4 mana on 2 removal cards, I'm game. We have an Eternal Wanderer on the battlefield that can make tokens every turn, so how are you going to get out of this? If they run Farewell, they're far away from that, and they're at risk of dying. If they run Depopulate, they're still facing the same problem, which is the Eternal Wanderer. So what are you going to do? How are you going to win? Duress is clutch, bro. Like 2 Duresses, yeah, GG's. Man, this is so good, bro. Wow, I can't believe we won this, to be honest. Decks like those, like the poison decks, feed off of mid-range decks, right? You just need to run the right amount of cards. Obviously, they're running the Mind Splice Apparatus theme, which is slow. It's extremely slow, especially for Silver Scrutiny. You have to take entire turns to play the Scrutiny, to play the Mind Splice Apparatus, and set up. For me, I like it Dimir only. Just focus on the poison counters, focus on the proliferate, try to stay alive, and just win that way. So for me, if I'm running that deck, it would be Dimir, and it would be ideal for me to play against mid-range decks because I can feed off of those. The only decks the poison deck loses against are usually aggressive decks, and this is the game plan we went with. Just aggression through Bankbuster, through our Planeswalker tokens, and there you go. Amazing game. GG's.